We're live on Facebook on the Metal Swap Meet. Yeah.
I like this little mic.
Yeah, this is a huge mic. So, hello. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Metal Swap Top, the post Metal Swap Meet edition. We just finished Metal Swap Meet 2019 on Saturday. We're recording this on Monday evening. We're just here to reflect and just kind of go over what happened, and it was a disaster.
Yeah, horrible.
What the hell happened? It was a good day.
It was good. I'm just kidding. It wasn't a disaster.
No. For those of you who went, you know it was a good day. Amazing turnout from all the folks that came out. We had a lot of people showing up early with the VIPs. I think most of our VIPs showed up bright and early there at 10 a.m. Really cool turnout. So thanks to those folks who got up on a Saturday morning and got going pretty early and scored some cool stuff. If you're one of those folks who got in early and scored some awesome merch, hey, put up some pictures, tag us on your pictures on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. Some of the cool merch that we saw. What did you see that was really cool?
I got this from Bjorkman Creations.
Gauntlets, very cool.
Like a spiked wristband, and the spikes are leather, all handmade. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Now I need to buy the corpse paint that goes with it.
There you go. How about you, Vince? Find anything?
I just was browsing around and trying to get some interviews with people and some of the vendors, and seemed like everyone's enjoying themselves, and that was the coolest part for me.
Yeah. Very, very smooth the way the vendors, everybody came in, got all their stuff set up, especially since most of them have been with us before. They kind of know the deal now and show up, set up all their stuff right on time. A lot of different stuff, that was up for sale. A lot of cool patches that I saw. Back patches. A lot of people with battle vests this time around too.
I saw that. And I saw a couple of people tag us, and they bought leather vests.
Oh wow, cool, very good. So we got a little bit of everything. Some cool glassware that I saw with animals inside of it. I forget the dude's name.
Oh yeah, it was like preserved. Animals. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And all kinds of different colors inside of these glass sculptures, and they were really, really captivating. I know that Travis from Kettle Capitation stopped by, and he was really mesmerized by that stuff. He was telling me about it, so I went in and stopped by there, and really, really cool pieces there. So if you're the dude, tag yourself on this video. We'd like to know who you are. Kind of, maybe I'm sure some people would like to know who you are, and maybe commission some stuff from you.
Jordan, if you're guys want any more information on those vendors, I don't have the list in front of me, but I have a list. So if you're wondering who was selling this, just leave a comment and we can connect you.
We'll try to get a hold of them for you.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff this year, not just vinyl and tapes and CDs. There's also some cool flags and even someone selling a soap and handmade soap.
Right. Yeah, they were busy.
Yeah.
She was selling it pretty good. She's like, when you get out of a mosh pit and you're kind of smelly, this will take care of it, in one shower session. So you need a little bit of that carbon in there to get the stench out,
get the sweat out.
Yeah, I wonder if she's got anything to take the fake blood off you from a Guar show. Because I remember I was red for a few days after.
Yeah. Last time Gore came to town. So a lot of cool merch. We're hoping that you guys got to score some of that, and these with 60 something vendors, there was so much different stuff that was there. A lot of vinyl I saw this time too. More than other times I think I might have seen. Tons of vinyl everywhere, which is a good sign.
Cassettes too. I saw a lot of cassettes.
Cassettes. A lot of old school stuff as well. Saw several Bolt Thrower first editions, a lot of Asphyx, stuff like that. That it's good to see that it's still circulating out there in big quantities. So really stoked to see that. Some characters that we saw, right? We had a few people there that were kind of cool that we saw them out there.
Yeah, some people dressed up. We have the ghost people.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. And yeah, kind of a weird thing about that is I got Uber Eats yesterday, and the driver who brought me Uber Eats noticed my metal shirt, and we started talking, and he was one of the guys that was dressed as the guys from Ghost.
Yeah, what a trip.
Which is like weird. The very next day, he's like, "Oh, did you go to Metal Swap Meet?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." Kind of help organize it, and he's like, "Oh, really? Yeah, I was the guy dressed as the nameless ghoul from the band Ghost." So that was kind of a trip.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things about the swap meet is like it brings a lot of people together, and even the kids or people you don't really see at the shows very often, or maybe you've never met before, and get to meet new people and also meet some old friends you might not have seen for a while.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people there that I saw that I haven't seen in probably over a year. I saw people with their pets there, which is kind of cool, and Steve with his 2 pugs now, which is really cool, and a couple other folks with some dogs, and it was really cool to see full family, complete families that were hanging out and enjoying the metal as well.
Yeah, I saw a couple like parents with their kids watching Night Demon at the end and rocking with them. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very awesome, very awesome. And this time around, it felt like a real a family vibe. I think I saw a lot of people with their kids. I saw a lot of couples. I saw a lot of folks there. In big groups. 2, 3, 4, 5 deep that were coming in at the same time, which is really cool to see. That it is a big community. It did feel like a huge community coming together again, which is I think for this time around made it so special. At least for me, that it really did feel a little bit more of a community, and everybody was so happy to be there. Everybody was just having a great attitude the whole day, from the vendors to the bands to the people working at the different breweries who were just stoked to see so many people there hanging out and drinking, and everybody kept telling us the same story. All the metalheads are so nice.
Right.
They didn't think that we'd be there super nice and buying and tipping and all the different all the storefronts that are there were just saying the same thing over. Everybody has been so nice and so awesome and well behaved. So we really appreciate that you guys helped out with that. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's we call it like a family environment, but it's not like lame like Legoland or something. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like adults like it. It's not like you're I don't know, going to like a Chuck E. Cheese or something, like running around. This is literally fun for the whole family.
No balloon figures yet.
No. Maybe we should do some balloon pentagrams or something.
Yeah, there you go. Some balloon or some corpse face painting. Maybe.
Like Dr. Roxo doing pentagrams.
That would be kind of cool, actually. I would pay for one of those.
Right. But no cocaine.
No cocaine, please. No, keep that at home.
Like we had Derek Riggs at the last minute. I think even when we did our last episode, we didn't even know Derek Riggs was going to be there. So I only heard from him, I think, the Thursday night before the swap meet, which was just less than 48 hours before the event. Right. So we didn't really get to do much announcements about it, but Derek Riggs, the original Iron Maiden artist, was there and signing. So I'll throw a picture up there on the edit.
Yeah. No, he was super cool. We got to talk to him for a little bit while we were there, and he signed a print for me, and he was really stoked to be there again. And he had a pretty good, decent sized crowd getting stuff, buying stuff, getting signatures, pictures, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool to see all the metalheads to still appreciate him for being there. And even though we had announced him, it was kind of like last minute. There was a good turnout for him and he hung out with us for pretty much the whole day.
Yeah.
Also, I meant to talk about this, but we had our banner up for you guys to sign and leave messages or whatever. Fuck you, Brian, like I said. But it kept blowing around, so we had to move it, and where we moved it to, it kept blowing around, so we didn't have anywhere to put it. Next time we'll probably put it in like one of the breweries.
Yeah, maybe inside one of the places might be a little
Yeah.
easier so the air doesn't take it down.
Yeah, but we did get some messages. Actually, all of them were nice.
Yeah, nobody talked
Yeah.
shit. That was cool.
But now the banner is kind of meaningful, and yeah, I'm happy to have it up. Whereas before I was like, it's all right, but now it's way cooler.
Yeah,
Now
no,
that-
it's more
You
of a
might
souvenir.
not be able to see any of the signatures on the video because it's so bright.
Yeah, I think I saw a few people taking some pictures in front of it throughout
Cool.
the day.
Very cool. Very cool. We like that. Our good friend Keaton was there, tearing it up the whole day, putting on the good tunes and keeping it lively. While we were running around, he kind of took over, and a big thanks to him and Anne, his wife, for coming down and helping us out with the event. And
Yeah, me and Steve had a chance to talk to him
oh, great.
and his wife a little bit right before the event opened.
Oh,
That was cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Keaton and Ann. And if you'd like to see when Vince and Steve talked to him, go to our page, our Facebook page. We had a lot of live episodes that day with us talking to people pretty much all day. So definitely check those out, and it'll give you a good feel of what the swap meet was looking like on Saturday. Some of the other things that we had was the signings. Our friends from Alien Weaponry stopped by. And they had a good sized crowd going. Some of the folks that were going to the show that night stopped by early to pick up some merch, get some pictures with the guys, and get some stuff signed. Really cool of them to stop by. They had the big bus out front by the Carpenters Union. That thing was humongous. Really cool to have those guys out down here in the middle of their tour, and they just did a bunch of dates with Black Label Society, and now they're kind of doing their own tour. From North America, and a bunch of other stuff that they're doing towards the end of the year. Shout out to those guys who braved the sun and hung out for a good chunk of the day. Talked to them for a little bit. Did we get to talk to them at all?
Well, we didn't get a chance.
No, I think they got there right around 1 when they were doing the signing.
Yeah.
So they're on a bit of a schedule, but I got to talk to them for a little bit. Really nice kids, and good luck to them on the rest of their tour. You guys got to talk to Peter Best, right?
Yeah, we talked to Peter Best a little bit. Showed us his new book. He had 2 versions of his new book there. It's called Defenders of the Faith. Of course, it's a book about different vests with the heavy metal patches on there, and really cool books and good pictures and stuff. And yeah, cool guy. I think he's been there quite a few times now.
I think it's his 3rd, 4th time, maybe.
I don't know. I think he might have been there 1 year, and I didn't even know he was there till he just showed up.
I think he was there 1 year where he just showed up, and then a couple of years where he came precisely to take pictures. I think.
I
And
think
then
this is his
year-
3rd.
Might be his 3rd or 4th. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
but it was really cool to have him there and signing his book and taking pictures with the crowd and a lot of people picked up the book from what I was looking at, and it was cool to have. To see him sign the book and sign, I think he was signing some metal vests too.
Is that right? That's cool.
That was kind of cool. So a big shout out to him for coming down. He was there pretty much the whole day, and thanks for.
Yeah,
thanks to,
really cool guy. It was really cool to arrange him to be here. Just dealing with people like that. This whole 10th anniversary we did for this one. Dealing with everybody was just so easy. It was kind of crazy. Like Night Demon were just so awesome to work with. Peter, of course. Alien Weaponry were really nice. And of course, the Setting Sun Marilani Makers District. Of course, Caton's always a pleasure. And yeah, everything was just like, that aspect of it was super easy.
Yeah, it seemed everyone was really enjoying themselves, and everyone liked it a lot, and it seemed like the organization was good, and people were picking up even the trash after themselves. And
yeah,
I think maybe also because it was the 2nd year there, people kind of knew what to expect a little more.
Yeah, it kind of just falls in line.
Yeah, totally. That was really nice, and all the vendors got all their stuff out. Everybody was super chill. We didn't hear of any issues, and if there were, I'm sure we would have heard of them. one of the other guys that were doing signing there and selling there. Bright and Early was Witherfall. Those guys were there to selling a bunch of their merch and all their cool special editions of their vinyl too, their German imports from what they were telling me. And we got to chat with them as well. Get a little interview with those dudes, and really down to earth, funny guys.
Yeah, they're fun guys to talk to.
So thanks to them for coming down as well, and kind of mixing it up with the rest of us there, which is always also. We had a good mix of everything, I think, here, right? We had some heavy metal. We had some with Alien Weaponry, a band that's like kind of brand new.
A young band, yep.
Very young band, and we got the old school type of metal with Night Demon. And we got the melodic progressive stuff with Witherfall, and then the rest of all the mix with the death, black, thrash, grind that all of our vendors come to bring to the forefront. So we had a really mixed bag of everything at Swap Meet, and I think that keeps it interesting, and I like that. This time around, it was really good.
So thanks for Doing the Metal Meet, what is your reaction so far about this event?
It's very cool, man. It's actually a lot better than I expected. No offense taken, but I mean, you just don't know what to expect, and it's pretty cool that a lot of people showed up, and there are a lot of people that we recognize. A lot of our friends are here vending and stuff, and Caden's DJing, and I haven't seen him in a while, so it's cool. I brought a bunch of records to give him and stuff, but no, it's really cool, man. I'm glad this is going on, and it's crazy because I've known about the event, but we've either been on tour or whatever, haven't made it down. But it's pretty cool. Like a lot of people, especially the bands that have played it before, they're like, "Oh man, you got to do that. You got to do that event." I was like, "Okay, man. Stage looks pro. We're ready to rock. We'll put on a good one. We'll put on a good one today."
So let's talk about Night Demon. What did you guys think of them? That was my first time ever seeing them.
Yeah, I liked them a lot actually. They're a lot of fun. Cool guys, good musicians, cool riffs. I like the drums. They're heavy. Kind of remind me of maybe a little bit of Motorhead mixed with Kill 'Em All and Angel Witch, something like that.
Yeah.
The drummer was a hard hitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was hitting hard.
No, they were great. That second time I've seen them, and man, they were really good. Every time you see them perform, they perform like they're playing in front of like 30,000 people, which is awesome.
Yeah, they do. They seem like just like the total pros. Like I was talking to Jarvis. He was like, "Oh yeah, we're just like road dogs." He was telling me in the last 4 years they've played like something like over 600 shows.
Yeah, that's insane. But it shows that they know their craft and they know how to work a crowd, and it was really cool that we had a chance to have them. Really cool that they had their merch for all the shirts for $10.
$10 for any shirt.
Yeah, so that's
some
really...
of them were like rare ones, like weird Christmas edition ones.
Was it like an ugly sweater one or something?
Yeah. And they were really cool. Just like super nice guys, super professional, but not like diva at all. Nothing about that.
Very low maintenance. Sure.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, okay, just last couple coffees," and of course after their performance we chugged down a bunch of beers.
Yeah. They were good to hang out with. They had good stories, man, from the road.
I saw them walking around checking out some stuff and buying some stuff too.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and high energy performance.
Yeah, also a big thanks to all the volunteers that helped put the stage together and break it down afterwards.
Yeah, Sid and Joey especially.
Yeah, those guys know what they're doing.
Joe's, we're lucky to have
James help.
My brother James. Yeah, we're lucky to have know a lot of people that can help us with this stuff that are like experts in the field. Just like Sid, Ed, Joe. These people, like, that's what they do for a living, and yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah, I think having the stage worked out well.
Yep,
it did. It was a really low stage. I think it was maybe lower than this table.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was about the size of that. Yeah.
Yeah, but this stage, like, square footage was pretty big, especially for a 3-piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got to run around and jump around and seemed to be having a good time. So that was really cool.
Yeah, so they were very high energy, great band. I think they were saying that this was their only California appearance this year.
Yeah.
Hard to believe for a band from California.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're all over the place. I mean, those guys play shows everywhere. I think they're playing in Germany on Halloween. They're doing the Hamburg Halloween. They're playing in Hamburg. So they just did Brazil. They're doing Europe with Sacred Reich, and they're basically flying in and out, and it was cool that we caught them at a good time and got them down here to the swamp. And they were basically the icing on the cake of such a really cool day.
Yeah, it seemed like the audience really enjoyed them a lot too. I enjoyed them myself.
Yeah, there were several people that I talked to that have never heard the band before, and they were there to kind of check it out to see, whoa, what is this band about? And by the end of the gig, they were fans. They were over there buying shirts and getting the CDs.
I think they won a lot of people over with this performance.
Yeah, totally. Very cool.
I had kind of a weird thing I thought about just now about Witherfall. Like, I was looking at their metal archives today, and the singer, I don't know if this is true because anybody could edit this stuff, right, in metal archives, but it said the singer was like Dio's cousin.
I don't know. Shit, I never saw that.
You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't. I'll ask him the next time I see him.
Like I looked at
Dio's
what bands
cousin?
people are in, then I like clicked on his name, and it's like, oh, fact,
Really?
cousin
Like a
of Ronnie James Dio.
cousin thrice removed or something maybe, because he's pretty young, so I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
Joseph Michael, if you're out there, confirm or deny that rumor. And if you are, and next time you come down here to Padres game, we'll get you a beer. All right.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know. I'm kind of guessing it's true.
Now, let's say it's true. Let's start that rumor right
It's
now.
true, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he's
He's
cousin,
Dio
bro.
reincarnate.
Yeah. With braces. Cool. Shout out to those guys. They were quite funny and really entertaining band to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about the Iced Earth, playing with them,
Mhm.
and saying how John Schaefer is a big fan of Scotch and cigars. So I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
That's awesome. We like John
I love
Schaefer
Iced Earth even more. Yeah. That was
Lots of
cool.
cigars. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's all about Blue Label. I'm like, all right.
Our cool sponsors, Lock and Shock, who was down there. Did you guys got to talk to them, right? A little bit.
Oh yeah, we stopped by their booth and
Booth. Those guys are also road dogs as well. Thanks to them for helping out with sponsoring the Swamp Meet. Coffee Metal, they were running around. We saw them with the camera, and we can't wait to see what they filmed and what sort of hijinks they got into that day. Really cool to have them there.
You didn't read that I wrote that they were late.
I thought you put down like Coffee and Metal latte.
No.
No, they were late. Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't get enough coffee.
A group that calls themselves Coffee and Metal, and you're late to something. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm buying the coffee portion of it.
It's
Yeah,
more like Irish Coffee and Metal, maybe.
maybe that too much of that. Yep.
Yeah. Shouts out to those guys. Thanks for making it.
Yeah. But we want to do like an episode something like this with these guys, with those guys. That would be fun.
Yeah, we'll get them on and
yeah, we did get a chance to talk with them a little bit too before the doors officially opened, and did an interview with me as well at one point.
Was that right?
Oh, very
Cool, thank you.
That's cool.
Shout
we
out
should
later.
have something interesting.
So we also had Dark Muscle.
Dark Muscle Apparel, Avon, and her crew really getting a lot of traffic. I saw down there and selling a lot of stuff. So really cool, very very great.
They
to
got
have
some
them.
cool designs now. Yeah, they were kind of right by our merch table. Yeah, so well, also, did we already do Rock Invasion? We talking about them?
Oh, we did.
They were also one of our sponsors, and they were awesome. They've been with us forever.
Yeah, so it's really cool to have them as a sponsor finally. Dark Muscle has been a sponsor for 2 years now, and then Rock Invasion first time. Really great to have those Martha and the rest of the crew there showing all kinds of goodies, and really cool for them to step up and help out with being a sponsor.
Yeah,
we'll be hitting you up again next week.
Yeah, so I think like with the sponsor thing, if any of you guys are that have vended with us or thinking about it, sponsoring doesn't cost much more than just being a vendor, but you get a spot, the spots closest to the door, and we put your logo on everything. We try to give you guys shout outs, so contact us about being a sponsor, because I don't know, I think we give you a lot for not much more than just being a vendor.
Yeah.
Good thing to do, and you're directly supporting the event more than usual, and you get a little something back as well. Or if even if you're not a vendor, if you know somebody who could be a sponsor, like a label or a company that may be down to work with something like the Metal Swamp Meet, hit us up about it, send us a message about it, and try to work it out. We have our budgets that we have packages that'll fit pretty much any budget. We have stuff that's really, really low to something that's a little more expensive, that's more involved. So just message us and let us know what your thoughts are. And if you know somebody, send them our way.
Yeah, I mean, you get the priority spot as far as your vendor space. You get checked in first, So you got more time to set up. I mean, that means a lot to some people, especially people with a lot of stuff. And yeah, we do our best to get your brand out there. We got a lot of eyes on what we do. So just contact us now, even for next year. If you jump on it now, then you get more promotion the whole time.
Yep.
Because sometimes sponsors jump on kind of late, and if they would have even just done it a couple months earlier, that's more months that people see your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Definitely puts your name out there a lot more, and it's good for you and it's good for us.
Ooh. Sales pitch over. We'll move on to something.
Dude, buy it now.
Yeah, also thanks to Josh for the Setting Sun, I think, and the Lion Brewing over there too. It helped us out a lot.
Absolutely.
They really stepped up, Josh and Lion and Setting Sun Sake. Josh was telling us even from the last Metal Swap Meet we had there that a lot of you people that have gone to the Metal Swap Meet have been going to Setting Sun and just revisiting it, and we appreciate that, and he really does too. So just continue that. He's a good guy. He's a metalhead. He supports. So you guys should support him as well. If you don't like sake, or if you haven't tried his, it might change your mind.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I tried some of the craft sake they had there. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious stuff, especially the cocktails. I'm a fan of the cocktails there, and I turned on a couple of people to the cocktails that day who were asking, dude, go in there, get the sake mojito and the sake meal. You got some other cool ones, or the ones that they did for the Metal Swap Meet.
The spicy one was good.
Spicy one, yeah.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they're sitting there drinking 3 or 4 of them. It's really refreshing and it's really good. So give these places a chance. These are DIY businesses that your direct support really does make an impact, and those guys really appreciate all of us metalheads stopping by and buying their brand. Huge thanks to Lion Brewing, who we kind of hung out there for the night afterwards too.
Yeah, that's where we partied with Night Demon, and a lot of the volunteers stuck around, and some of the attendees stuck around too, and we all cheersed and
a little winding down.
Yeah, kind of relaxed after that. It was nice. We were listening to metal the whole night there, and because you made the Spotify
the
playlist, yeah, that was cool.
Very mixed bag of metal.
What do you guys think about the Mexican X lager? That was pretty good too.
Good.
That was good. That was very chuggable, refreshing, not dry you out, not too hoppy. Sometimes I want hoppy, but kind of a warm day, that was perfect.
Great, really good. Thanks to the folks at Protector Brewing as well. They were really, really super nice to everybody. I stopped by there a couple of times to talk to the folks there, and they were very stoked to have all the metalheads hanging out, drinking the dark beers, and kind of lounging on the sofas there. It was good to see that. That place is it's got a different vibe, but that day they had our Spotify playlist going as well.
It helped so much. Yeah,
and everybody was kind of lounging on the couches and drinking these dark beers and goblets. Everybody's looking kind of fancy, but wearing their suffocation shirts. So that was really cool.
Yeah, we saw quite a few people go check out the Charlie and Echo.
Yeah, I had a couple wines at Charlie and Echo, and they're really good. And I kept on checking on him. I don't know, he's a wine guy, so maybe he's kind of anal, but he's really not. He's like really nice.
He's really nice.
He was really having a good time.
Yeah, me and Steve had a chance to talk to him a little bit before the doors opened as well.
Great. Yeah, he was open pretty early.
Yeah.
He was getting ready. He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna open up early.
Yeah, he had a group there too, like for a presentation that had nothing to do with Metal Swap Meet. So I'm sure they got like a kick out of walking through our crowd.
Rad. Yeah, that's killer. It was cool to see all the businesses there, kind of enjoying and rolling with it, and really giving us such great feedback about it. All of you who were there, who were just phenomenal, really nice, and spending money and enjoying yourselves. Please, thank you.
Yeah, they got Full Metal Burgers sold out of all their burgers.
Everything.
they had there,
Everything.
too.
They sold
Gone.
out of everything. Yeah, those guys were good. I think one thing we're gonna do next year that a little bit different than this year is maybe get. There was other food there. There was a Mexican place. There was also a sushi place, and across the street there was another food place.
Right.
But we'll probably get another food vendor because Full Metal Burgers, no matter how phenomenal they were just
They were getting slammed.
They were
for
slammed,
sure.
yeah.
So we're definitely gonna think about that. More food options. Beginning today, tomorrow, whatever, we start working on swap meet for next year. So we're looking at some other things that we might be doing for improvements. We want to make this better. We want to make it more accessible, more fun, more choices, and more surprises for you. So we're starting back up again, getting it ready. So stay tuned for more surprises.
Yeah, so if you got any suggestions for food, or if you know somebody that has a food like catering business on location or something, just let us know in the comments. That would help. We like to support people in the community, so let us know. Okay, thank you everybody. We lastly would like to thank the volunteers. They're a huge part of it. I know, like, me and Israel do a lot of the organizing, but the day of, we can't do everything, and that's for sure. It would just be impossible. So we have a good group of volunteers that have been with us a lot, actually most of them for the whole 10 years. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. We are going to have a happy hour with you guys, so I'll buy a round, I think.
Yeah, you should.
The cheap stuff,
PBRs on the house,
Yeah.
bros.
If you want a shot, maybe it'll be like the Cuervo Silver.
Oh God, disgusting. Yeah, but really, thank you for all the hard work, for putting up with our crazy ideas, and normally the day of, we're running around like chickens with our heads cut off because we're trying to fix everything at once, and you guys, you will really make it happen and keep us grounded.
Yeah, everyone works good together, and you can tell they're happy to be there and to do it, and totally appreciate it.
Yeah, for those of you who attended, please, if you see any of our volunteers around, buy them a drink. They deserve it.
Give them a high five.
Yeah.
Tell them thank you.
They had a really long day. We all did, but we all enjoyed it because we enjoy what we do. And thank you for all of you who made it out, hung out, bought stuff, who sold stuff if you're a vendor. Keep supporting this thing because the only way this works is if you support it, if you come out, if you enjoy it, and if you're the ones who make it work. So, keep coming. Bring your friends, bring your kids.
Yeah, keep coming out. Make it like a tradition. A lot of people, it's like every year I'm going, no matter what. And I think if you have never been before, go to the next one. Check out all our videos, and go to the next one because
I think
you're gonna like it.
in some ways it's almost turning into like a little mini convention, not just a flea market or swap meet.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting hard to categorize, which is good because if you can't categorize it, it's kind of unique, I think.
Yeah. We have a little bit of everything, and we're going to keep working on your behalf.
Well, I think a lot of the
Get more
vendors,
going.
even including myself, I would say it was probably one of the smoothest and best years so far.
I think it's my favorite year.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Everybody
2017 was my favorite kind of for a while. I think this one beat it, and it's not because like it was the better attendance or anything like that. It was just the vibe. It was impossible to beat the vibe on this one.
Yeah, definitely the stress level was less than in 2017. At least for us. But it this time around the vibe was a lot better, a lot. Just everything so relaxed, having a great time. It was great. Can't say anything bad about it. Awesome. Thank everybody for being a part of it.
And the one thing, like, I can't speak for these guys, but for me personally, the day of the event, people are like, "Oh, are you excited? Or this is gonna be so much fun for you." It isn't really that fun. It isn't really fun that much that day for me. It's more something that reflect upon, and I'm proud, and the memories are fond after it. The day is kind of stressful, but now that it's done, I can give you guys a high five.
All right. Good work.
Thank you guys.
Good work.
Good job.
Thank you all. Thank you guys for letting me be part of this. Thank everybody who gave us so many great comments that day, who came up to us and gave us a hug. Just mentioned that they had a great time, so we appreciate it. It does make a difference for sure. We're gonna keep working at it. We're gonna get rolling on the next one, and we'll see you next year at Metal Swap Meet 2020.
All right, and we're gonna keep doing these things because we got nothing else to do.
We got nothing better to do than this. So keep it locked on with us. We'll throw some more interviews, more on location interviews, shows, stuff like that. We're gonna keep pushing this thing and showcasing what we have in San Diego for all of you.
Yeah, we could try and do some more live episodes or some stuff at some shows.
Yeah, those were fun.
Interview some of you guys out there.
Yeah, let us know if you got any suggestions for things you think we should do. Do you like the live Facebook stuff, or do you kind of prefer like the episodal type stuff like we have done? So just let us know.
Or you might as well.
Or don't.
All right. We'll see you out there. We wanted to keep this short, but it's going long.
No shit.
That's
All
okay.
right.
We enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it as well. We'll see you next year at 2020 for Metal Swap Meet. But for Metal Swap Talk, Vince, Brian, myself, see you in the pit.
Right after I did it.
Fix that in post-production, bro.
All right. Okay, we had to cut the video just because we only have 20 minutes per video because of my cameras. And I'll probably cut that out.